All right, everyone, we're down to another, or we're up to another account review. Today we have a paid member from the name of Create on Discord, and AL213 in game, and C Impact on YouTube. So a lot of names there, a lot of names there. But that being said, let's get right into the account review. So I think I should start off with the intro stuff. I think that's how you used to do before, so I'm going to do that right away. So his first thing said to me is, "Hey Kimo, thank you for reviewing my account. My account is a little strange because I created the account around 2018 or 2019, but I'm still a beginner." No, that's not strange at all. Happens a lot, honestly. If you play on and off, it definitely is the thing. When I first downloaded it, I played for about 3 months, then I deleted it. After about 1 year, I came back, but only played for about a month. After that, every 4 to 5 months, I downloaded it and only played for a few weeks. I think you're basically a UR event ship player. That being said, that's fine, but you may run out of cubes. Even at rerun for New Jersey yesterday, yesterday. I think you mean Shimakaze, but yeah, anyways, I only got it and didn't get her gun. Maybe it was before, I'm not even sure. I've only really started playing it since the fifth anniversary, so it's been so long now. So this year, right? Yeah, this year. So you can say I'm still a beginner. That's why I want to ask you a few things. So we'll answer that a bit, but this guy is playing on and off a lot. Been around since a very, very long time, but he's an on and off player, so very understandable there. Very, very understandable. That being said, let's get right into the account review. So, it's a video recording for YouTube. I think I posted all the stuff you guys showed to me. So, statistics here. You can tell by commissions most of the time, but I think this is how I expect someone who plays very casually to have for statistics. A lot of exercise though. Like, I'm really surprised. Usually people that play on and off don't really exercise that much. No pun intended, but yeah, that's a lot. Honestly, that's like 1/3 of what I have, and I don't even exercise anymore. So yeah. But we'll talk more about that stuff later. But those are just basic stats on his accounts. Border stuff. So you can tell by first anniversary, 3rd anniversary, 5th anniversary. Unfortunately, they get the 2nd, 4th one. Those are collectibles right there, my man. Unlucky there, but it's okay though. It's not the end of the world when that comes to that kind of stuff. Right, let's get into the account progression. So you're done with 12-4. I would definitely try to 3-star these. I think you get gems from them if I recall correctly. So definitely do that. You don't have to push chapter 13 right now. You're in a good spot for chapter 12. So just farm 12-4 or 12-1, whatever you want, and get more ships to 120 to make your life much easier for endgame progression and doing OS stuff like that. Assuming you are doing OS. I'm not sure if you are, but I'm going to assume you are. Just a little bit, I guess. Right, so going a little bit forward, I don't know if you have hard mode available, but I think there's some hard mode. Hard mode is not that big of an importance, honestly. If you did it, you did it, but for a while, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it's because you didn't do chapter 13 and you don't have 12 hard, so that's understandable. OS, whew, this is a doozy right here. Monthly OS doesn't really tell me much because everyone progressed like resets and stuff like that. Honestly, I think the best way you can show me your progression in OS is like definitely fleet, so I'm not gonna like look too much into that stuff. So I think his video does have audio on it, so, but I'm going to ignore it because I don't like having audio in my background or whatever. But you basically have a lot of the good ships at 125 already. If you guys don't know what to get 125, UR ships are definitely a good way to just go about your 125ing. They do have a couple at 125 cap, but they're not 125 yet. Still working on that. And there are a couple ships here that you do have unlocked, but they aren't either maxed out, either developer level or limit break, or they're just getting worked on as of right now recently. But you do have a good selection of ships, I will say. A little bit of there, a little bit of that from like a little every bit from every other event. So definitely not a bad roster. You just need to have a much more variety of ships to get at a higher level. But for the most part, though, I think you can make a solid 2 fleets from your roster kit or whatever. I'll go ahead and look through these later on. But I can tell by what you have from the top. They do have a good ships already at 125. It's just maxing them out, getting them better gear and all that jazz, and you're basically good to go. The rule is always make 2 good fleets and then work from there, honestly. So PR season. So PR5 is being worked out as of right now, I assume. Already have God, what's her name? Prince Rupper unlocked and worked on. Now you're working on Plymouth, I think. Very, very good choice. Probably the best PR ship, honestly, to work on as of right now. So definitely can't say a good thing about that. PR1 we're getting worked on as of right now. You have Monarch already unlocked, so that's already good. The others you can ignore. You don't really need the most part. They're just like for permanents or whatever. Monarch is basically the best one there, and even then, like there's options out there to compared to her nowadays. Unfortunately, as sad as for me to say this, because she is my favorite ship in the game, there are much better options out there. Battleships these. PR2, we have the DR ones already unlocked, so that's good. You don't have to unlock the others unless you want like permasast or whatever, but they are always nice to have. But you got the important ones done, so that's good. PR3, we have the important ones unlocked already. Drake, Cheshire as well, so big takeaways there. PR4, we have basically the important ones unlocked already. Egro is almost done at Developer 30. That's good. Hakuryu is almost at Developer 30 as well. Anchorage is definitely a good ship to have at 30, so highly recommend doing that. And you have Fate Sim 5 on AVP already, so another good ship. Primarily for medium and light armor, but definitely a good ship, especially in Arbiter fights like Arbiter Temperance. Very, very good. And Strength even. I don't think you have PR6 done. Ooh, I think you do. Okay, an active player here. So you have them all unlocked. That's very, very good. You're having them worked on as of right now. Honestly, though, PR6 is fine, but I think there's much better seasons out there that should work on like 4 and then get Plymouth from 5. You can come back to 6 though, but none of these ships are like super important. I don't think that you'll need for your progression. I think Shimanto is very good for chapter 15, but you won't be there for a while, so I wouldn't worry about her too much for now. Now inventory we got here. All right, we have Z23 and Yorktown as the Valentine choices. Very, very nice. A lot of OG choices right here. Very, very cool. We know on the list we have some good variety of gold plates, so always hold a couple there. Cog arrays are a bit low, but that's just how it is if you aren't keeping up with it daily. Cog chips are looking good as of right now. You do need more OS stuff though. You're very low on circuit boards and all that jazz, so definitely work on that. In terms of your plates though, pearl plates can definitely be farmed on, but again, you're a casual player, so I won't worry about it that much. But try to keep up with it, because upgrading gear plus 10 minimum is mandatory. In terms of gear, we have lag. We have lag. 1447. You can get another one if you want to. Highly recommend. Wyverns. Wings to get to like chapter 13, having like a couple of them is nice. And we have to chapter 15, having like 6 of them. It's very, very nice. So definitely work on getting more Wyverns whenever you can. They are very, very 10 rise. 1 is fine for now for Hakuryu, but definitely work on them whenever you have the chance to get a second one. It'll give you a very, very nice power spike. Steam catapults plus 10 as of right now is very nice. We're going to chill with those. We have 1 Havar plane from the Yorktown 2 event, so just settle with that for the time being. Washing machines, definitely plus 10 these to be using them on Vanguard ships. A lot of Vanguards need these nowadays, so definitely plus 10 some of these whenever you can. 1 black shell is nice, but I'll definitely do the 3-3 rule, so 3 black shells and 3 white shells is going to help you out a lot. Highly recommend doing that. Usays are fine. Maybe Junker bombers will help you out as well too. You can make them from Gear Labs. Junker bombers are definitely very good bombing stuff. 1 more white shell is what you would want as well too from the core data shop. I think the guns here are fine. I don't know if you have champagne guns. Those are definitely nice as well too, but I'm assuming you don't. More baguette guns can be done, but I think you can make them from Gear Labs, so I wouldn't like go out to farm it nowadays. But again, you have to do OS though. OS is definitely something I should work on, but as a casual player, yeah, definitely hard to help you out with that stuff. So in terms of gear that you can make as of right now, I don't think there's anything like there's super important that you should make. All this stuff is like optional right here. or stuff that's like kind of like more AP rockets. I don't know if you have as of right now. They're very good for medium armor fights. So if you have like 3 maybe, that's gonna help you out a lot. I don't think I could be wrong. The KMS. Okay, you have 2 of these, so that's good. Yeah, definitely use these for medium armor fights. They're gonna help you out a lot. Make a third one if you can. You need for like 3 carrier setups. Skip this gear for now. I think else like super mandatory as of right now, so I wouldn't like or worry about it too much. Dorm stuff. I don't like her. I think I just. Oh no! Don't think I just like her. All right, respectable. 4 is fine. I would definitely try to get a 5th one, but I wouldn't worry about too much right now if you're low on gems. But definitely try to do that. Might be low on. That's a lot of dorm food. Oh my god, that's a lot of curry. I just use a set too. I don't think about it too much. I just buy them, toss them on default settings, and just. I'm too lazy. Maybe I should get festive one. So I don't understand Meowfacers. I have a guide on that. If you really want to get into Meowfacers, definitely just watch that video I have for Meowfacers. It's called like Necromancer or something like. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a video for cats. It's out there. It's still relevant to this very day. Definitely work on that. And definitely buy 2 cats from this current event as well too, or like last event. If you, I suppose it's too late now, but I'm assuming you did. The mid cat and the Drake cat are going to be very, very nice. Arsenal. Assuming you have them at level 30. But that's highly recommended. For the rest, I can bother with. There we go. So these, the kid cat and the Drake cat, max these out ASAP. They're going to be your best cats for a very, very, very long time, if not forever. That. I don't think I ever bought a skin. So it's okay, man. It's okay. Maybe one of these days. When you're rich and successful, go back and buy all the skins you want. Right. Anyways, though, for questions, the first question is, what should I do to start again? So, again, going back, the most important thing as of right now, I said this many, many times from other account reviews, work on your main roster first. You didn't show me your main fleet right now, but judging from what I see so far, you have a lot of backline ships at 125. This is definitely a new player mistake. A lot of people have a lot of backlines at 125 for maxed out, but no options for Vanguards. Like, look at this. Your Vanguard selection: 125 Javelin, 125 Ayanami, 125 Z23, 125 Prince Ogan, 125 Rune, 124 Laffy, and a 122 Cleveland. Like, you have no real tanks aside from like Rune, Prince Ogan, I guess, but they don't do like that much. You have to work on more of your Vanguard selection. Like, there's so many good Vanguards out there that you can pick to work with. As of right now, I need some bulky DPS Vanguards. Some good selections without the consideration of PR ships, because that's like given like Hindenburg and girl stuff like that. I think you do have Eagle at 125 actually. Yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, that's a 120. That's your tank right there. That's good. But have like the second one. That'll be nice as well. But you do want to work on your Vanguard ships, like DPS, or not DPS, buffers, Helena. What level is Helena as of right now? I know I shouldn't like just talk about Helena, but if you want to push like end game stuff, having her is going to help you out a lot. So 120 is fine. Honestly, I think it's fine for now. But if you do see her dying a lot or sinking a lot, you definitely try to 125 her. But for now, just let her sit for a bit. But some good Vanguard options I can work on as of right now. Look through your roster is like super important. Some good anti-air. I think you're trying 13 right now, so Voroshilov is really good for anti-air. That Marselius or whatever here as well. Cheshire, but need max her out. The developer 30. Reno can be really good here as well too if you want to to 13. But these aren't ships that are like very good for like OS stuff. Some of them are. But just work on Vanguard ships. I think for the backline, you're fine. You just want to work on Vanguards right now. Give some selection. Like, have a couple heavy cruisers, couple large cruisers, couple of light cruisers, and a few DDs. But I think you're good on DDs. Work on like light cruisers, just cruisers in general. There'll be more variety of like options to play around. The second question is, more importantly, main campaign or OS? As of right now, I say once you have maybe 2 or 3 good fleets for OS, preferably 2. Go to OS, start farming ASAP. Once you get to chapter like 12.4, you don't have to push story as much anymore. As long as you have your ships at 125, just start doing OS. At this point, once you get to chapter 12.4, everything above that is just optional or for collection. Like if you want gems, you want to get Bunker Hill, New Orleans, or Houston 2, you farm those maps. Otherwise, it's just not that important. It's like flex basically. But they're not that important for pushing like this end game progression because you want to have more gear lab stuff. I think that's your biggest thing right now because there's a lot of gear labs that you can make that will help you out a lot, as well as gold plates as well too, which will help you make plus 13 gear, which is very, very important. So definitely put more focus on OS. I know it's a boring content, but it is very, very important to farm out if possible. Third question is about gear. Which gear do I need and how much do I need? So again, I gave you some couple suggestions. Gear labs, like the most important thing as of right now. Depending on what kind of boss fleet you want to make, the easiest one to make is carriers. And as I said, for carriers, what you want to have is like options for bombers. So once again, those AP rockets that I said made before are somewhere over here. 3 of these, if you guys see them. 3 of these. 3 of these. Junkers. I don't think you can have junkers. Secretary. But we go to gear labs right here. Click that. We go to KMS. We go to torpedo bombers. A couple of these things right. Junkers right here. 3 of these would be very, very nice for bombing in general, like medium and light armor, or medium and heavy armor specifically, and a little bit of damage to light armor. So these are very, very important. As for dive bombers, just regular hell divers are fine. I wouldn't stretch it out too much for hell divers. But for hell diver or dive armor progression, what you want to do is find carrier real quick. Hakuryu. So you want to do like purple hell divers, the ones you farm from 3-2. Get these. You can upgrade them to the gold one if you want for 20 more aviation. That'd be nice as well too. And eventually just slowly work on more 10 rides to give it to all your carriers, and you're basically good to go there. All right, very easy right there. Your battleships, maybe one more 457. 457 are these guns right here that I have for I think New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. Like 2 of these is fine. And then 3 pencils, 3 black, 3 yellow, or 3 white, sorry. And then after that, everything else is like optional. Maybe a couple Dido AAs, which are these anti-airs right here. Again, these are just optional. Make sure you have your pencils and your main guns first, then worry about the extra firepower stuff from the anti-air. These aren't as important, but they're just a little bit more min-maxy, so keep that in mind. Vanguards, washing machines, plus 10 them ASAP. They are very, very important. Like even on ships that you don't think you may need them, they're very, very nice to have. A couple of these are going to be nice. And then after that, just more repair toolkits, maybe gold burn if you have them. And everything else is just optional, like situational, like high performance radars or whatever. Optional stuff. And gun stuff. Vanguard guns aren't as important. Just toss whatever you have on them. If you don't know what to use for guns, like Seattle guns works on very well for light cruisers, and then heavy cruisers use whatever. Large cruisers use large cruiser guns, and then DDs use like fast DD guns most of the time, like the rainbow one, or just can't go wrong with the baguette gun, which is like this gun right here. These guns, the Tashkent gun, but I think you can make these. I don't think, but you can go wrong with these guns though. Very, very easy to make in gear labs. So yeah, OS, very, very important. The fourth question is, me officers, I think quite important. Drake and Kid that we just got from the recent event, max those out ASAP. They're going to be your best in slot cast for a very, very long time. Max them out, toss them in, don't think about it, you're good to go. As for carrier cats, just work on getting a good Bishimaru and a good Bishimaru and a good Jiromaru. Yeah, Jiromaru and a Bushimaru. You're good to go. This is the one. Oh, the one I use the most is this one right here. Very, very nice. Work on getting that, but it's not as important though. Make sure your Drake and your Kid that you got from recent event are maxed out because they have very, very good talents right here. All right, max those out. Those are very, very important. Fifth question, maybe it's a little difficult. Can you give me some suggestions for fleets or ships I have currently? Low levels, okay. You can raise them for later. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long one. I'll give you options, but as of right now, from what I see, we'll start from like level 100 and lower. If you're 100 and lower, then you don't like. You should work on these. If they're above 100 though, you're probably like working on them already, so I'm not gonna talk about it too much. London's okay. Like it's not important, but having her is nice to have an OS fleets. Mine's okay for my OS fleets as well too. These are just OS stuff because you want to focus on OS right now to progress your account. Voroshilov is really good. Talon if you want a tank. Chappie can be some good DPS as well too. Marcellus is like RNG I think, but like it's not bad. No, that's Guichin I think. But she's not bad though. Cheshire is good for anti-air stuff, not really like tank, but not bad for just anti-air in general. Helena Meta is definitely not a bad ship. Avro is really good in OS fleet. If you have like a really big DPS frontline like Plymouth, Hindenburg, or Unzen or Shimakaze, she's a very good support there. Otherwise, if you don't have them, don't worry about this ship too much. I don't know if we have the Atelier Ryza fleet. That's actually really good as well. I'm gonna assume you don't though, so we're not gonna mention them because of collab stuff. The other ships though, nothing too important, I don't think. Like, these are just like whatever. Sirius is nice to have at 120. Very good carrier buffer. Oh, you do have a Telluride. It's actually a really good fleet. We maxed it out. If you have all the auxiliaries and augments as well too, is very, very good. And then I think that's it. But yeah, I give you a list of ships you can work on. Definitely do that. Fleets I need for light, medium, and heavy armor. Oh my lord. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is gonna be a while. I'm gonna tell you right now, work on OS first, because you're gonna be there for a very, very long time. Once you're done with that, chapter 13 is basically just carrier anti-air stuff. So the ships that have high anti-air and all that jazz, it's not that bad. All right, so I have a guide for chapter 15. That guide for chapter 15 will help you out in chapter 13. So watch the chapter 15 guide. It's somewhere I made recently, so look at that. As for chapter 14, I also have a guide on that. Definitely check that out. I didn't even know I have my thing. Apologize. But definitely check that out. If you look at chapter 14 guide, chapter 15 guide, you're basically done with chapter 13 through 15. It's just that easy. But for light armor, medium armor enemies, it's basically just gun stuff most of the time. And if you guys want to specify more, there's some ships that are better on specific enemies. Light armor though, Yorktown 2, August 1 Parsifal, very good options right there. Primarily, you want to work on DPS for light armor stuff. You basically pick the best ships like Plymouth, very, very good. Yorktown 2, August 1 Parsifal. Medium armor stuff like Haku Ryu, Shinano. Also works well with heavy armor as well too. And then battleships can work on any scenario. Specifically really good on medium armor and a little bit on light armor as well too. And they fall off short on heavy armor because there's just no good battleships guns right now for that. But carriers are your best bossing fleet by far. Very easy to make and fit every scenario very, very well. If you want to get super into battleships though, it's going to cost a lot more and it's going to be less effective compared to battleships or carriers. Sorry. This is for a few questions and a little request about the 5th question. That's why I asked, can you review logging in? If you have trouble question 5, I'll be okay. Try to ask periodically. If you're account, no problem, dude. Again, check out those guys I mentioned before. It's probably a long video right now, like 25 minutes in, but just check out those videos I mentioned already in. And yeah, that's basically it. There's gonna be more account reviews on this channel, so just if you guys are missing information for specific content or want more information, just watch those guides. Like look at an account that's like similar to yours, and I'll probably give information or advice that's similar to it, and you should be okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching as always. Second account review is done. See you guys in the next video.